Hey guys, Kirk out here. Just doing a little bit of watering in my garden this time of year, and I talk a lot when people come out to visit about seasonality with Sarracenia and pitcher plants, and I get that's a little bit of a tough concept to kind of wrap your head around and conceptualize. So I thought it would be a good idea to walk you through kind of what my gardens look like this time of year, what you should expect, what you should be looking for, and just hopefully calm your nerves if your plants maybe don't look their best around this time of year. So let me turn the camera around and I'll show you kind of what we're looking at over here. So I figured I would just take you guys down the tables and kind of show you what things look like. We are in mid-August, so I like to call this kind of the in-between season period of the year where not a lot looks good. So if you're looking at your plants and they look kind of like this, don't be too alarmed. That's totally normal for this time of the year, this season. So we'll start off with the flavas. So flavas are the king of spring. I don't know if you guys remember in June and May, these things looked incredible. I mean, they were covered in really vibrant, beautiful pictures. Now most of them kind of look like this. All the spring ones are starting to fade and lose their color. They're flopping. The new growth that's coming up is skinnier, not as vibrant as the spring growth. So that's what happens with flavas. And again, anything that you have that's going to be spring dominant, probably going to look something like this. The plant is totally healthy, so don't worry if your plants look like this. It's completely normal for them. But they're really going to start, kind of slowing down here as we head into the fall. And they're really not going to look their best again until next May. And I know that's hard to hear. That's why we grow a different variety of things that look good all year round. But next May is going to be here before you know it, and they're going to be even bigger and better next year. So now we're moving over to the opposite side of the spectrum. These are the leucophylla. And so leucos are the kings of fall. They make their best leaves around September. I tell everybody that comes out, just wait until the fall. These things are going to look incredible. And you'll see them at our next open day if you come out to visit. But you can see we are moving into the late summer, so we are starting to get some nice leaves on these. Now it's a lot more hit or miss. It's definitely not every single plant looking its very best. But you can see a handful of them are starting to put up some nice colorful leaves, and it's just kind of a preview of what's going to happen as we move into September and October. The other good thing about a lot of these fall dominant plants is that they hold on to their leaves all the way through freeze, even in some cases into next spring. So that's a nice thing about leucos. But yeah, if you're looking around, you have leucos. You might notice a few of them are starting to make some really nice leaves, just giving you a little preview of kind of what's to come. Now, over here are hybrids. So a lot of these have flava, a lot of these have leuco, a little bit here, a little bit there, kind of a little bit of everything in here. So as you can see, again, really hit or miss. Now some of them are starting to make really nice leaves like this, and there's definitely nice things, but you have to kind of go and hunt for them, versus in the spring where everything kind of has that first flush and looks really good. But moving right along to the purpurea, these are really more late summer, early fall kind of plants. So they're slow to get going in the spring. A lot of times in the spring, they'll start losing their leaves from last year. So they'll actually look their worst in the spring, which is kind of surprising when everything else looks its best. But you can see now they're starting to fill in. Here are some of our perp hybrids. That one has flava, so it looks good year round. Highly recommended to get a flava purpurea cross if you want something that's going to look good all year. But you can see they're definitely starting to fill in more, look more colorful, and that should only continue as we move into the fall. Some other species that have fall flushes that look good we've got right here. So this is bug bat. It's, I believe, a minor cross, and Sarracenia minor over here is another one that's going to look really good in late summer and continue to grow all the way through the fall. Psittacina grows great fall leaves, and it's later to wake up in the spring. It likes that warm weather. Rubra over here. Some rubra hybrids really starting to fill in now. They're going to look their best in the fall. More minor. Alata is another one, especially if you have dark alatas. In the spring, your pictures will be kind of green. They won't be as colorful as you'll get in the fall, but as we move into the fall, these alatas will continue to fill in. Some more short hybrids here. A lot of stuff with purpurea and psittacina and smaller stuff like that. And you can really see that momentum starting to pick up. Here is alabamensis. Really, really cool endangered species here. Some more minors. Oreos I've got down here. Oreos are pretty much going to start going dormant. They look good in the spring. They look all right in the summer, but they really like to go dormant early. So that's kind of their story. But yeah, so if you're looking around your plants and kind of this is what you see, just don't be alarmed. I really don't want anybody getting concerned that things aren't always looking their best. Just keep in mind, no plant that I'm aware of other than tropical plants will really look their very best 365 days a year, right? So there's going to be the dormancy season where they're fully resting, spring when they're waking up, and right now we're just kind of in between seasons, so they look a little bit in between. Some look good, some don't look so good, but if you're willing to look and you grow a nice variety of plants, there's always nice things to look at. You just might have to go searching for them. So hope this is helpful and reassuring if you're a newbie and you're not quite as used to the seasonal rhythm with these pitcher plants. But definitely let me know if you have any questions, because I'm a big advocate and I like to teach a lot about understanding kind of the seasons and how that relates to your Sarracenia. Hope everybody's having a good season.